Georgia, what a game of cricket that was.
Yeah, probably one of the most exciting games that I've been involved in for a while now. You generally think with 300 runs on the board that you're shooing for a win, but I suppose we knew at half time it was a really good wicket and they've got a really good batting lineup, so they made it tough for us out there. It was neck and neck the whole way through, and thankfully just about came out on the right side.
So it was a belting wicket. I think if they chased it down, it's obviously lost one by one run. If they chased it down, it'd been the highest ever chase in domestic cricket.
Yeah, wow,
such
really?
A close game
yeah.
that was.
It was, and they made it look really easy, and I think we gave them a lot of four balls, but they also, hit some of our good balls for four as well. So we know we need to tighten up with the ball, but we just can take the 4 points and move on, and we got a big game next week.
Talk about the batting in a minute, but how clutch were you at the end there? You both well throughout, but at the end there, defending 8 off the last over and 6 off the last ball.
Yeah, to be honest, I had to keep asking Georgia Elwiss how many they needed and what was going on. It's all a bit of a blur, but I backed myself. I knew the ball was coming out nicely in my second spell, so and I think I've bowled at Fran a lot over the years, so I know where her strengths are, and it was just trying to negate those, and thankfully we managed to do that.
It seemed like the battle of the two most experienced players on the pitch, the amount of England caps you played between you, and you just edged it out in the end. Yeah,
I think it's nice to have that experience and to be in those tight situations, and that comes with just playing loads of cricket. And I think these girls will experience that. The more the domestic game grows and the 100 grows, they'll be put in situations like that, and I've been in those many a time, and sometimes come out the wrong side, but thankfully today it was the right side.
And so your Vipers career so far hasn't really kicked off today, century as well. How happy are you to really start get going?
Yeah, definitely. I felt like I've owed this team a lot for, I suppose, coming in and you expect more of yourself, and I expect more of myself. So been through a tough run, but to come out the other side is really pleasing. And I had to battle out there today. It wasn't my most fluent innings by any stretch, but to get the runs is really pleasing, and to help the side win is the most important thing.
Century partnership, Georgia Adams sort of set it up nicely. You two seem to bat just risk-free out there.
Yeah, she's a very good friend of mine, so I really enjoy batting with her, and we were both finding it quite tough, so I think we were trying to keep it simple and stick to what we're good at and rotate the strike. And we've got some little pointers. Our statistician is great, and he says you get yourself a 100 partnership, so we knew that if we batted for the majority of the overs, we'd be able to post a good score.
And just Vipers just find a way of winning. There's loads of times during that chase that it looked like they were right on top, that in the end, the Vipers just know how to win. Yeah,
I think that's really important actually. I think coming out of tight games on the right side and believing in ourselves that whole way, that points during those last 10 overs, I thought they'd had it nailed, and then it got closer and closer, and I think you've just got to have that belief and back your skills, and that's what we do well.
I think you've now confirmed they're going to be in the top 3, but a big game against Diamonds on Saturday to sort of make sure you're straight through to the final and don't sort of get into a position like you were in the Charlotte Edwards Cup.
Yeah, definitely, and they've been playing some really good cricket recently as well, and they've got a lot of momentum, so we know we need to be at our A game to get a win against them, and to not underestimate them.